Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and today I'm going to be doing a quick review of Space Elite Force 2-in-1 for the Xbox consoles. Now, this was released today, the 25th of the 11th, 2021, priced at £6.69 in the UK. And it contains two full games, so you get Space Elite 1 and Space Elite Force 2, and these are basically side-scrolling space shoot-'em-ups, so shmups, and they're both from the same developer, Moraz Game Studio, which is Moraes, apologies if I butchered that, and it is published by Cubite Interactive. Now, they're both really fun. Like I say, for the price you're paying, you're getting both included in one package, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'll start with Space Elite Force 1. So in that you can play a wide variety of stages with different guns and loads of different enemies. And at the end of each level, you're able to improve your ship in like your weapons and your armor, etc. And there's loads of different bosses at the end of each stage, as you've just seen on the screen now. And there's three different game modes in there. So there's the normal mode, there's an arcade mode, and then there's, I believe, a boss rush mode as well. And like I say, really fun little shmup. Contains loads of enemies on screen at once. It's absolutely crazy. I like that it gives you the option to slow down the gameplay slightly by pushing the right bumper, which is an always nice addition in a shmup game. It means it's easier and more accessible for everyone, because I love a shmup game, but every now and again it does just become like bullet hell to the point that it's not fun, whereas just being able to slow it down just that little bit makes it, I can say, it just makes it more enjoyable in certain aspects. And if you're struggling on a certain boss or something, you can just hit that little button for a couple of seconds just to make sure you don't take a bit of damage, avoid the bullets, and you're good to go. Now, graphic-wise, the first game is really nice. It's you destroy the enemies and collect the sort of, I'd say coins. They're not coins, but they're basically the currency. And at the end of each mission, like I say, you can spend these on upgrades. This does slightly change in number 2, which I'll go on to now. Now, with number 2, it's similar in many ways. There has been sort of like an upgrade in the graphics. I found that it seemed a bit more responsive, and like I say, overall it just had a nicer aesthetic to it, and I just felt it had the slight tweaks and improvements which made it a better game in my opinion. Now with number 2, when you level up, you at the end of each level, like when you get to the menu to upgrade, when you're collecting these tokens through the missions, they build up like a bar, as you can see under your health, and then you eventually build up enough to get a token. Now this is the only thing I didn't really like about number 2 compared to number 1, that I thought was a worse. Like I think number 2 is better in every way, apart from this. So at the end of each level, you can only spend these full points. So whereas on the first game, if you collected 537 tokens, you could spend all 537 if you had enough to, if you could buy certain items, you had enough for them. Whereas on this, you have to wait till you've filled up that full bar to get your, like, one, and then start again to get another one and another one. And if you don't fill that bar up, you can't spend them at the end. Even if you're like 3/4 of the way full, it doesn't matter. At the end of that level, you can't spend those points until you fill that bar out. And I just feel like they could have just had the number system from the first game, where you just had everything had its own value. But that's just me. But I just feel like that is a downgrade compared to the first game. Now in Space Elite Force 2, you can play co-op in this one as well, which is awesome. So you can play alone or with a friend in local co-op, up to 2 players. Now, this has all the same sort of content as the previous game, but it's just improved in every way, like I say, bar that one issue. Now, the games themselves, you can probably play through each of them in an hour or so, just through like the story, etc., and all the stages, if you can get through them. It's standard sort of shmup time. There's nothing wrong with that. They look nice, they all play nice, they've got a nice little sort of shmuppy soundtrack, which I enjoy. And for the price, like I say, £6.69 for 2 full games, you're not gonna look too bad at that. Like I say, I was really impressed that there was so much sort of content, different modes split over both games. So I'm really enjoying that. Now, in terms of achievements, some of them are quite easy to unlock. Others depend on obviously your skill and how well you get on with the game. Like I say, if you struggle at shmups, you may struggle to 1,000 gamer score this. So the majority of them in the first game, it's like kill 200 enemies, kill 400 enemies, destroy a frigate cruiser, like the bosses on each of the levels basically. And then the hardest one I would say is complete the hardcore mode, which is rock hard. I ain't done that yet. Then there's like reach maximum levels in each of your weapons by leveling them up in the game and stuff like that. Then in number 2, there's a few sort of missables, same sort of things though. Collect items, upgrade your machine guns, upgrade all your different weapons to certain levels, defeat all the bosses. Like I said, finish the campaign mode on elite difficulty. That's going to be a tough one. But other than that, like I say, they're all pretty simple, bar the difficult sort of the difficult mode achievements. The rest you could easily pick up over time. I especially feel like with the infinite mode, you could easily get the upgrade abilities because you'd be able just to sort of farm the points needed for them. One other thing I'd say though, it is a shame it's only 1,000 game score, especially when you get into sort of full games. It would be nice to have 2,000, but beggars can't be choosers. For 2 enjoyable games, like I say, at that price, I can live with only getting 1,000 game score. But like I say, if you've enjoyed this game, hit the like button, hit subscribe to the channel. We'd love to hit that 500 number before Christmas. I know it's probably a long shot, but hey, we're shooting for that moon. But like I say, if you've enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments what you think to this game. Have you played any of Cubyte's other games? Is there any sort of shmups you want to see us cover on the channel? Let me know, because I am all up for shmups, especially some retro. I think we'll be covering a lot of retro shmups on the channel in the new year. But that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content. Bye for now.